All right, you guys, this War Stories, episode 10. I'm going to get straight into it. No jibber jabber today, man. Let's get straight cracking. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys all the way back to 1987. 1987, 1988. I'm 17, 18. I'm almost getting ready to go to the joint for my first bid. So prior to that, I was out there between 16th and 19th slinging dope. Well, not 19th. 19th. Well, no. Let me take that back because the Sureños didn't have a neighborhood out there at that time. 87, 88, they didn't have a neighborhood. So, yeah, I used to, between 16th and 19th, that's where I used to run around. That was one of my haunts. If I wasn't between 16th and 19th slinging dope, I'd be down in the Tenderloin. Those two areas right there were considered like high crime areas. You had a lot of, I mean, it's as close to Skid Row as you're gonna get. You had a lot of hand-to-hand drug sales down there, a lot of winos, people shitting and pissing on the sidewalk, people sleeping out there, a lot of poverty, people, sleeping on the streets, all this shit, man. You guys have seen it, and I mean, you have it everywhere. It's not just in San Francisco, it's all throughout the country, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so around this time, I told you guys when I first started getting involved in drugs, my stepfather is the one that basically laced me up, brought me out there on the streets. He was like, you know what? You're gonna be doing grown man shit. You're gonna be doing hardcore drugs and shit like that. I'm not gonna support your habit. You're gonna learn how to get out there and fucking hustle. You're gonna learn how to support your own habit. So basically, that's what I was doing. Now, prior to me going out there on the streets and slinging dope or learning how to sling dope, I thought my parents were working legitimate jobs. I used to trip though. My mom would come home before my stepfather, and I was a scandalous little motherfucker too, man. I used to steal money and shit, man. But I remember she would come home with like, she'd empty her purse out and she'd have like wads of cash, 20s and 10s and 50s and 100s, and she'd be counting it. She'd be counting it, and I don't know, man. I must have been super square back in those days because I didn't put two and two together. Like, this is fucking dope money right here, man. I don't even think I gave it much thought. All I knew was she came home with wads of cash. So my mom used to boost and shit like that. So I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know where she was getting it. I didn't ask. Anyway, when I said I used to steal, I remember because like when she'd come home with wads of cash like that, like I'd be standing there while she was counting money, and I'd pick up like a dresser, and I just fucking real quick, man, I just set it on top of a fucking stack and push it to the side, man. Like I used to do shit like that. That was the dope fiend in me right there, straight up stealing from my own people, man. Anyway, so what they would do every day they had a set routine, and they used to do the same shit every day. My mom used to sit in the cafeteria on 16th and Mission. It's right by the BART station. So she'd post up, she'd sit in there, drink coffee, bullshit with some of her friends that used to post up with her in there. My stepfather, he'd be out walking up and down between 16th and 17th directing traffic. People would come up to him looking for bags, and he'd direct them to my mom, and they go in there, and then she spit out a bag, and boom. That's how they used to do it. So back in those days, the way that people sold drugs in the city were different than they're doing now. It was completely different. So back in those days, what we used to do is we used to take like the black tar heroin, and we'd wrap it in a little piece of plastic, some cellophane, and then you take that and you put it in a balloon, and then you roll it up, tie it, roll it up, tie it, roll it up, tie it, and it'd be a little ball. So you get like 20 or 30 of them, however many, and you put them in your mouth. And the reason why you used to do that and put them in balloons is because the narcs, there was a lot of them too in the Mission District back in those days. They would run up on you, and if they thought you had dope in your mouth, They put your ass in a full Nelson and try to get you to spit that shit up. If you were down there on 16th and Mission and you were slinging dope, you would see it all the time. Somebody else getting choked the fuck out by the cops, man. I had it done to me many times, and they never got me. I always swallowed it before they had a chance to come up on me. I'd start swallowing the shit. And by the time they started choking me out, the shit was already in my fucking stomach, man. And then, I think I mentioned this to you guys before, the trick was you go to if they let you go to the liquor store or something, get a little pint of some chocolate milk, shake that shit up, drink it, and it would get your stomach all fucking you could bring it up. You know what I'm saying? The milk would make your stomach bubble up and you can spit it up. Most of the time I used to be able to get all the bags back up. Sometimes I might lose one or two, but that's how we used to do it, and that's the reason why it was bagged up in balloons like that. So anyway, everybody knew me in the Mission District at that time when I was a kid, man. I was like the one kid out there that every fucking buddy knew. All the hoes knew me. All the dope dealers knew me. All the junkies knew me. All the clientele. You know, I was always running around out there. And in that part of the Mission, I never went by Boxer. I kept those two worlds completely separate. I went by Junior. So that's what they used to call me. They used to call me Junior, the dope fiends, the dope dealers in that part of the Mission. Then I go up to the hood and homies would know me as Boxer. I kept those two worlds separate, man, because, you know, one thing I learned even as a kid is that when you're in that type of lifestyle, homeboys don't respect it, man. You know, if you're a dope fiend and that's what you're doing, people don't want to be around you. So I try to separate that and try to hide it, keep it hidden from a lot of the homies from my neighborhood. But anyway, so just being down there day in and day out, whether it was between 16th and 19th in Mission or in the Tenderloin. The Tenderloin is worse than the Mission. It was a lot worse. Down there, it's about as worse as you're gonna get in the city. It's it gets pretty bad when you go down there, like on Eddie and Turk, and just deep downtown. There's some areas, man, that are just it's as funky as you can get, man. So, you know, whether it was in the Mission or in the TL, I met a lot of my mom's and stepfather's friends. And a lot of these people were older Africanos, Africanas, or just older raza that had been to the joint. These guys were like, man, 3-4 times my age. I'm 17. These guys are in there like their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Some of them, you know what I mean? So everybody knew me. I got introduced to a lot of people that had done time with my stepfather. And so anyway, there was an individual by the name of Jack, and he's a dope fiend, obviously. I used to see him all the time. He was the type of dude that would come in and out of the joint, always doing parole violations for dirty tests and shit. So he was a real good friend of my mom's. He had a brother named Cochise that she was really close with, and Cochise was good people. Initially, I liked both of them. I mean, I was always cool with Cochise. Jack was cool too. He seemed like a solid homeboy, but Jack was like he's tall, he's around 6'2". He had a long ponytail, looked like a white dude, big mustache. He wasn't a homeboy. He probably ran with the Woods in the joint. I'm not sure, but you know, he was a cool cat. At least I thought he was. So from time to time, Jack would be out there. He copped from me. Sometimes he needed a bag or something, and he'd come up and he'd be like, "Hey, Junior, you got 20s?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, man." And I used to serve him, man. Well, one day, and this story's a trip, man. This shit's a trip. So one day, Jack pulls up I'm on 16th and Mission, right in front of the cafeteria. Jack pulls up. and he's in the car with the female and another cat. And he rolls up and he's like, "Hey, Junior." He's like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "What's up, Jack?" And he's like, "Hey, you got bags on you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Get in, man." He's like, "I gotta go get some more money." He goes, but I get like 3 or 4 from you. And I wasn't doing it big at that time, man. I was just trying to support myself out there. So to me, 3 or 4 bags was a good knock, man. So anyway, I jump in the car with him. I'm in the back seat with his homie. He introduces me to the dude. Dude just got out the joint. The female, I think Jack was fucking with her. All 3 of them are dope fiends. So we drive up by 30th and Mission, and his whole thing is, he was like, "Hey, I need to go buy one of my peeps pad, and I need to pick up the rest of this money. But like I said, I'll get 4 bags from you, man." And I'm like, "Okay, it's cool, man. Don't even trip. I got you." So we pull over. Jack gets out the car and he goes into the house. He's in the house for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm starting to get kind of frustrated because, so even though I got these bags sold, I could have sold them. I probably could have already sold them down there on 16th. So, I'm kind of like, this dude's holding me up now. And so eventually Jack comes out the house. He comes out the house and he's like, "Man, I can't get the money from this dude. This dude's tripping." You know what I'm saying? He comes out with some sad story, man, and I'm like, "Fuck, man." I'm like, "Man, you should have just left me down on 16th, man. I probably could have sold this shit already, man. Just take me back." You know what I mean? I gotta get rid of this shit. So, look, man, I ain't never had no issues with Jack, and because he knew my mom and stepfather, he had that extra respect for me, and I know he respected them, and he definitely feared my stepfather. But like, my mom was supposedly a real good friend of his. Anyway, so when I tell him that to bring me back down to 16th, I don't remember exactly verbatim what he said, but it was something to the effect of, he's like, "Man, let me get those 3 back. Let me get 4 bags from you, man, and I'll get you back later." And I was like, "You fucking bumped your head, boy. You crazy, man. Can't do that, homie." You know what I'm saying? There's no way. I ain't no shape to do nothing like that with you, bro. And when I said that, he said something to the effect of, like, one way or the other, I'm gonna get well tonight. And man, we ain't never had there's never been no funk between us, man. We ain't never had no animosity. I was surprised that he even came at me like the way that he came at me. Straight up. And I'm gonna tell you guys something in a minute. So when he says that, I'm like, "Okay, what's that supposed to mean, homie?" You know what I mean? He was like, "I'm just saying, well, I'm gonna get well one way or the other." And I'm like, what are you trying to say, Jack? You trying to say that if I don't give you something, you gonna take something from me? And he was like, "Well, if push comes to shove, that's what I gotta do, then that's what I gotta do." I said, "Check this out, man. Look, if you can take something from me right now by yourself, you can have it, and I'll never say nothing else to you about it. Me and you get out this car right now. If you can take something from me, you can have it, Jack. Now, I don't know what the fuck you tripping on, man, but you got me fucked up, man. Man, look, I ain't never been pushed up on. I'm like, man, I ain't never been the victim, or I ain't never been no prey. I've always been the predator. I don't get robbed. Nobody pushes up on me. But this is one time that somebody actually had the gall to try to fucking rob me." So he was like, when I told him, if you can take something, you can have it. He was like, "Pull the car over, man." He told his girl, "Pull the car over." So I'm like, okay, fuck it, it's on there, right? I don't know this dude sitting next to me. I'm watching him out of my peripheral. I don't know the female, but it's like, I'm gonna bash this fool real quick right now. I know I can take him, man. So I'm not even tripping on him. So he gets out the car, and when he gets out, he turns around to pull the seat back. He hits the button, but I see he's got a small crowbar in his hand. I seen it. So I see the crowbar, I step out anyway. I step out, and when I step out, the fight's on, man. He tried to whack me with the crowbar, and it's not even a big crowbar. It's one of them little small ones, them little half crowbars. So he tries to smack me in the head with the crowbar, and the fight's on. I grab the other end of the crowbar, and now we're both trying to pull the crowbar out of each other's hands, but I'm letting go every now and then. I'm cracking them too, man. Bah! Bah! I got a blade in my pocket though. I got a blade in my pocket. That motherfucking equalizer. And oh yes, he was that night. So at one point, I remember trying to pull the crowbar out of his hand. I started swinging him. I started just trying to swing him around, trying to use his weight and his momentum to fling his ass off. But he was holding on to that crowbar. I'm not paying attention to what the female and this other dude are doing. I'm concentrating on this dude. I'm engaged in a squab with this dude. And Jack wasn't no punk. He been to the joint. He's been around. Just wasn't no lame ass dude. The way I was looking at it is, I can get him. I can take him by himself. At least that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, my point is he wasn't no punk, man. Dude was fighting. He was trying to fight back. And I was 17 years old. I was a kid, man. I'm not making no excuses. I'm just saying. So anyway, when I'm swinging this dude, all of a sudden I get bashed from the side. And it's the other dude. That dude got out the car. He stole on me, man. This dude snaked me from the side. So he cracks me upside the head. Now Jack recovers, and now he starts bombing. He lets go of the crowbar with one hand. He's still holding on to the motherfucker. The whole time we were both holding that crowbar. Because I knew if I let him get that crowbar out of my hand, it's over, man. You're going to whoop the shit out of me with that crowbar. And I'm pretty sure he was thinking the same thing. So now I'm getting bashed from both sides. So I do the only thing I can do, man. I'm fighting back, but because I don't want to let go of the crowbar, I can't really cover myself up. So I end up going down on the ground, and somehow I end up in a position where the crowbar is on the back of my neck and I'm holding it, and he's still holding it, but now he's pushing down on the back of my neck. I'm on my fucking knees, man. And my face is like in the fucking, I'm on the grass. My face is in the grass. And like, I'm just like, I'm mad as a motherfucker. I'm like, Jack, when I get up, man, I'm gonna fucking beat your motherfucking ass. It's on, man. You gonna pay for this, homie. You know, that's all I was thinking. It's like, this motherfucker knows my family. He knows me. He crossed the line that he shouldn't have crossed. And there's no turning back now. Those lines they already put their hands on me. So the next thing I know, I end up getting kicked in the face by the female. She's throwing some motherfucking soccer ball kicks. What did somebody say last night on my live? She's throwing some motherfucking helicopter kicks. And she's kicking the shit out of my face, man. She's not kicking me like no female. She's like winding up. Bow! Right? Bow! And these fools are still bombing on me. And while all this is going on, I can feel, I don't know who it was Jack or this other dude. I feel somebody trying to go in my pocket, man. I can feel it. And when they do that, I just start fucking, I turn into a Tasmanian devil, man, and I just start fucking just moving so that they can't get in my pockets. They ain't gonna rob me, man. Fuck that. It ain't gonna happen. Anyway, the female continues to kick me in the face. Jack, he's still bombing. This other dude's still bombing. They're like, give up the fucking dope, motherfucker. Give it up. And I'm like, man, giving up shit. Punk ass motherfucker. You're gonna have to let me up. You better knock me out, Jack. You're gonna have to let me up sooner or later. When I get up, man, when I get up, you gonna fucking, somebody's gonna get cracked with this crowbar. You ain't gonna take it out of my hand. I mean, I didn't tell him all that. This is what I'm thinking to myself. So I'm just telling him, hey, it's fucking on, Jack. It's on. When I get up, it's fucking on. You're gonna have to let me up sooner or later. So the female continues to kick me in my face. At some point, some cat actually pulls up with this lady. He's like an older homeboy. And he probably would have helped me, man, if I would have said something. But he pulled up and he's like, hey, what's up, man? Is everything cool? And they're like, yeah, no, everything's cool. And I look over at him and he just looks at me, man. He was like, okay. And then he kind of he drives off slow, man. I didn't know the dude, but, you know, I probably could have told him, hey, homie, these motherfuckers trying to take my shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I didn't say nothing. I probably should have. You know, I thought about that years later. I've always thought about that I should have said something to that dude. Things ended up turning bad anyway. So check it out. So they continue to keep trying to go in my pockets. Keep trying to go in my pockets to get money. No, he knows he's not going to get dope out of my mouth. There's no way I'm going to fucking spit the dope out. So the female's still kicking me. They're both still bombing on me. They're hitting me in the fucking kidneys and the ribs. They're fucking trying to make me tap out, man. So at one point, I still hold on to the crowbar, man. I hold on to the crowbar, but I'm trying to reach in my pocket and grab my blade. But I can't get it because the position I'm in, my knees are bent. And it's making my pants tight, so I can't reach into my pocket. You know what I mean? The position I was in, I couldn't do it, and they were pushing me down. They were holding me. They were trying to pin me down, man. So, but I kept on trying. I kept trying to reach in and grab it. I kept getting my hand like halfway in there. All I gotta do is get that motherfucker out, and it's on. So they continue to go through this routine, man, where Jack's literally like holding my head so this female can kick me, and she's getting a kick out of it too. Excuse the pun. Damn, that's fucked up. She's getting a kick out of it too, man. And this other cat, like I said, I didn't know him, but he ain't saying shit. He's just throwing punches, throwing kicks, a knee, an elbow to the ribs and shit. And finally, I reach in, I get my hands on my blade, man, and I pull it out. But it's a buck knife. It's one of them old school buck knives that you gotta reach in. You gotta kind of like take your nail and open it up. So again, I'm at a disadvantage because I can't let go of this crowbar. I let go of the crowbar, man. It's going to be a bad situation. So they start to get tired, man. They start to get tired. This bitch probably kicked me like 30 fucking times. Now her little fucking chubby ass is tired. And this other dude, you know, I don't know if he was just like, hey, man, you know, like this ain't my business and this is, you know, I'm not going to be involved. No, but he kind of started to stop. And it gave me just an opportunity that I needed, because she started to back up like she was gonna go back to the car, and this other cat, he was still pushing me down, but he stopped punching and kicking. He stopped punching, so it gave me just the opportunity I needed to grab my blade and pop it open. As soon as I popped it open, I still held on to the crowbar with my left hand. But I took my blade and I looked up at Jack, and I fucking, the first time I hit him was in the leg. I stuck him good. And I don't even think he knew that I was hitting him with the piece, man. If you guys been stabbed before, if you got anybody ever been stabbed, if you're fighting and somebody's got a blade, don't matter where they hit you, you're not gonna feel it. All you're gonna feel is pressure. You're not gonna feel the blade cutting into you or nothing like that. It's weird, man. You know, it's weird. It's happened to me a few times, and I didn't even know until after. So I hit Jack in the leg, and he gets up and he lets go of the crowbar. But I don't even want the crowbar now. I want to fucking do damage with the blade, man. I hold on to the crowbar though. I hold on to the crowbar. I spin around and I stick the female. I know you guys. Some of you might look at it different, but look, I'm not gonna say I purposely stuck her. I was just trying to stab all three of them. It is what it is, man. I was getting mollywopped by all three of them. All three of them were trying to do damage to me. So, you know, I stuck Jack the first time in the leg. I popped up. I spun around. I hit the female. Then the other cat that Jack's homie, he tried to come back. Like, he tried to rush me again, and not knowing that I had the blade, and then I hit him too. I hit that fool. I hit that fool somewhere close to his neck. The first one. All three of them would end up getting hit multiple times. I got on Jack's ass and cut his motherfucking ass up. I hit him about 3 more times before he realized, like, oh shit, this motherfucker's got a blade. The second time I rushed the female, I did intend on stabbing her. I stabbed her again. I stabbed her in the back. She tried to run back to the car. I stabbed her in the back, and then I rushed that other dude. Dude couldn't run that fast. I was 17. I had my youth to my advantage. So the first time, like I said, the first time I hit him somewhere by his neck and his chest. The second time I was on his motherfucking, he hit the motherfucking escape sticks and I was on his ass. I stabbed him a couple times in the back. All three of them got stabbed up. Jack got stabbed 4 or 5 times. The female got stabbed like 3 times, and this other cat got stabbed like 3 times. You know, give or take 3 or 4 times. I was slinging that fucking blade like it was the thing to do, man. Now, all that over a couple bags of dope. All that over a couple bags of dope. Jack would end up going to the hospital for a while. He stayed in the hospital for about a week and a half. I know I punctured one of his lungs and I did some other damage. I fucked him up, as well as his homeboy and the female. All 3 of them went to San Francisco General Hospital. So there's a homeboy of mine named Angel from Daly City. And Angel's a good homeboy of mine, man. We ran around the mission and we did a lot of shit. And like the next day, I see Angel and I told him what happened. And I was still, even though I stabbed all 3 of them motherfuckers, man, all 3 of them ended up getting in the car at some point. The female jumped in and the other dude jumped back in the back seat. And Jack finally, I was chasing his ass around the car, and he finally jumped in, and they sped off, man. But I found out that Jack was in San Francisco General Hospital. So San Francisco General Hospital is close. It's not that far. It's on Potrero, right down the street from where, kind of close to where this all happened at. So I told Angel what happened, and you know, Angel was like, fuck, let's go to the hospital and see if we can catch this fool at the hospital, man. So that's what we did. So we went to the hospital, and I didn't know Jack's last name, so I had a hard time trying to find him. I was like, I don't even know his last name or nothing. And, you know, we went and we asked somebody in the emergency, hey, look, this guy, he came in the other night. He's my uncle, and he got stabbed, I think 3 or 4 times, and his first name's Jack, and woo, right? So The lady wouldn't give up no information though. She was like, "We can't give up no information. It's strictly it's confidential information. If he's, I can't acknowledge if he's even here in the hospital. He's probably lucky that we didn't find out what room he was in. Straight up, Angel was a fool like me, you know. Angel was a fool like me, and he was my boy, and we weren't just gonna go over there and greet that motherfucker, you know. I would end up seeing him later. I would end up seeing him later after. So he ended up getting stitched up, he ended up getting operated on, and then he got violated. He went back to prison. Fucking dummy. You push up on a motherfucker, try to take somebody's dope, then you get stabbed for it, and on top of that, you stay in the hospital for about 2 weeks, going through all kind of surgeries. Is it worth it? But then not only on top of that, then you get violated, you stupid motherfucker. So I would end up seeing him again after he got out on his parole violation. And I wanted to get him again. By this time I had told my stepfather, I had told other people I knew, and they were like, just leave it alone, man. You know what I mean? You got the dude. The dude don't want no problems. And he didn't. He was spooked. He seen me. He was like a deer caught in the headlights, man. You know, I didn't fuck with him no more. The only thing I told him, I said, you're lucky, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky. Just consider yourself lucky that Cochise is your brother, man. You know what I mean? Because that shit you pulled, you know, you technically you should still have an issue coming. And I would see him again over the years, a couple, but eventually he ended up disappearing, man. I don't even know what happened to that fool. I don't know if he went back to prison. He stayed in Quentin, or if he ended up moving out of the state. But yeah, I'd run into him in passing years later. I'd see him, and dude would always avoid me. I could tell he was spooked. You know what I mean? So I didn't even really want to even fuck with the dude no more. I stabbed the shit out of him. I never heard nothing about the female. I know I stabbed her. That was without a doubt. You know what I mean? I know I did. And the other dude, but I never asked him about it. We weren't on talking terms, obviously. You know, the thing is, man, is I usually wouldn't have went after a female like that, but because I was so young and I hadn't really been laced up, I don't know, man. You know, I look at it different now. I've asked myself over the years, like, did you really have to stab her? But the thing is, man, is she was trying to hurt me, man. She was trying to hurt me, and, you know, she was kicking me in the face. She put her hands on me. She put her fucking feet on me. You know, so somebody tries to do something to me, I'm going to protect myself. And if it's a female, normally I wouldn't pull a blade out and stab them, but because of the circumstances and the way that situation unfolded, it was like, that's just what happened, man. You know, so anyway, that's a short one. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm trying to get out as many of these stories as I can. I got another banger for you. I'm going to give you a double up. You guys are going to like this next one. I'm going to hit you with one out of San Jose too. Maybe tomorrow. See how I feel, man. Maybe I'll do the hat trick again. Let's see what happens. I hope you guys are enjoying all the new intros and outros too. It's all about trying to have another look, man. That's what we're striving for. All right, you guys, without further ado, I'm a skedaddle, man. Get up out of here so I can get that second episode out to you guys. You guys be safe, and I'm out.